Hi, I'm Charles, and I'm here to talk to you about BIMTRACK. What is BIMTRACK? BIMTRACK is a web-based platform that optimizes BAM project coordination using centralized communication. With the help of BIMTRACK, we can easily view, manage, and check our 3D models without the use of any complicated softwares. DCK's milestone is bridging the gap. I'm going to discuss now the research we did on why did we select BIMTRACK over other products, as well as the core benefits and features of BIMTRACK, and the most important thing, why and how does this help benefit our company? What research we did. Here are the things we consider in choosing the best BIM collaborating tool. We compared different products like BIM 360, Aconex, and Revisto. We analyzed if it's cost effective, easy to use, available on other stakes, and if it has great technical support. And aside from that, we check if it's one of the leading BIM collaborating tools. Why did we select BIMTRACK over other products? We select BIMTRACK because of its reputation, transparency, it's well organized, well documented, all recorded, and easy to extract matrix driven report. What are the core benefits and features of BIMTRACK? BIMTRACK has great project and issue management. It has a great notification alert, easy to view models that you can manipulate, instant report that you can generate, graphical dashboard matrix, as well as add-ins for Revit and Navisworks. Why and how does this help benefit the company? BIMTRACK fixed complex nature of construction project like coordination and communication. It turns project into BIM collaborative system. It also has multiple discipline communication which allows communication among stakeholders, engineers, architects, construction team, and owner representative. BIMTRACK makes transferring data information seamless. It also helps us avoid longer delays, avoid confusion, and saves time, energy, and money. The problems we can solve. 1. Lack of communication. Technology is the answer to our communication problems. 2. Changing minds. The ability to edit revisions in a three-dimensional model. 3. Document management. Digital solution that can help stay on track of documents. 4. The blame game. Get back on track who's holding back on the project. And 5. Budget. Lower cost overruns. Provides financial returns for contractors. BIM is not just a tool. It is a standard the DCK must adopt. It's time for transformation. It's time to shape the future of construction. It's time to break through our mindset and technology. Let's ask ourselves, what is our growth strategy? How will we scale in the future? This is the BIMTRACK team. Mr. Rodney McLaughlin, Vice President for Development. Rennie William de la Peña, BIMTRACK Specialist. Alexander Wanilio, BIM Project Team Lead. Charles Pelon, BIM Specialist.
Hi everyone. After the great introduction of Charles, here we are now welcoming you to a quick overview on BIMTRACK website. Again, BIMTRACK is a web-based platform wherein we do our coordination on a specific website, managing an issue, communicating, and transparency at work, which is very important for a project. By the way, I'm Rennie. I'm a well-experienced BIM specialist for more than 5 years, and I have been also involved in a research and development department of a well-known company here in the Philippines, developing a cost and effective construction system for several types of projects. Okay, now without further ado, once we have the subscription on BIMTRACK, you can see it here on the billing statement, the packages that we subscribe for this hub. Right now we have 10 users. and it's also expandable for number of users. Now we can create a project. Right now we already create a project here, the Turks and Caicos project. For the demonstration purposes, we already create one, but if you want to, there is add project here. Then you can just add projects, name the project and the template, the created template we already set up. Then create. This will allow to automatically create a system on organizing a project. But right now I will not do this at this moment since we already create one. I just click cancel. Now let's go to the project. Mm, First things first. Couple of things we need to set up before moving on to this project. Let me just go to the project settings. Uh, we need to set up everything here. We already filled this thing up before the presentation, the due date for the new issue, when we're managing the issue, the color attributes, the issue mandatory attributes, and the themes, or the other stakes, company, person involved in this project. Very important note that at least one key person per team to avoid confusion on whose person needs to be contact per team. Later on, we will set up who will be assigned to this specific team. Let's move down further. Here we need to set up the zones, phases, status, types, labels, and priorities as per project requirements. Right here we have 9 zones as per plan of the Turks and Caicos project. The construction phase and design phase. Right now we're on the design phase. The status, close, is it closed, is it in progress, open, reopen, and all of these attributes that needs to be filled in when we creating an issue. Also notice the color coding per attribute. As you can see here, the red is the critical, and some of the attributes also have the color coding, and this will be used on the graphical reports that we will make as we go onto the project. And lastly, the categories, the color blending of the model, the 3D model. If you want to put some transparency on it, and that's it. Then click save. Now we are ready to invite our team member. We do it on the hub settings. It just takes time to load. There you go. We will now send invites to each person involved on this project. Just click add user, and all we need is their active email address and assign them to their specific role on this BIMTRACK hub. Guest is the one who's only for the team member, and admin is the one who creates the project, invites users, and do the settings for this project and assign them to their project. After we send some invites, we need to manage the users in terms of their role on the projects. Keep in mind that we have 2 roles on BIMTRACK, one for the hub role and one for the project role. Hub role is their role on BIMTRACK, wherein if you want to place them as an admin or just a guest, and let's set up their project role inside the project. So let's go inside the Turks and Caicos project and manage users. Right here, the person that we invited from the hub settings, and we need to assign them to a specific team on what we have set up on the project settings. If you want to see it again, we create here the teams for the architectural, the RAD, the BIM, the DCK, and so on and so forth. Now let's assign them to this team. Go back again to manage user. For example, we need to assign Alexander to maybe a DCK team, and he can also be assigned to several teams, but that's not necessary. At least one team per person, and his role on the project. If he is a reader or an editor or an admin. Reader is basically just reads the details on the BIM track and uh, view the models on the viewer, and that's not much it. And editor is the one who edits an issue if it's already been updated, and he can even download the models from the viewer that we uploaded. And an admin is the one who adds some user, edits an issue, and even edits the project settings, and can also download the IFC model. So he's the one who has the most capabilities on this project. Then after that, after set, then click the check mark. Okay, we're done now with the setup. Now it's time to populate our model. Once we have the plan, we now do the 3D modeling on Revit or any other BIM software on the market and upload it here on the viewer. Uh, just takes time to load again. As you can see, we already uploaded some models here. We convert it to an IFC format so it can be readable on BIMTRACK. And we now create some views. You can also turn it on and off and create some views. We need to go here to the view folder. We already create some views here. We now create a view for the basement level combined services, the ground floor, second floor, etc. Let's open one view that we already set up. I'm sorry, I need to pause the video because it takes time to load. But now what we have here is a second floor combined services, and here you can do some navigation on the drawing. We use this model for the class detection of the MEP services. That's why we call this the combined services here. And here you can navigate using these navigation tools. From here, you can now see any clashes based from the given plan layout of different consultants, designers that you can now resolve. From this 3D model, we create some class detection from Nabis and publish it to BIMTRACK as an issue, but you can also create an issue from here on BIMTRACK. Just go to the issue icon and navigate where you see an issue. For example, you see an issue here, just click create and place some markups. For example, I need to place some text here. Clash on pipe. Place some rectangle on the clash. and some arrow. I think we'll do it. Then we can place some title here. Uh, Pipe clash and description. If there's any status type, all this needs to be filled in before you can create an issue. Later, Alex can discuss how to deal with the issue, on how to resolve an issue. So any communication will be recorded. It will be discussed on Alex's presentation. For now, I will not save this one. And now you can see the pinpoints of the clashes that we created. This is the pinpoints for the clashes, where the clashes is, and this is the camera view for these clashes. But in this case, we create the issue for this project. But if you have any concerns or issue, you can also create an issue from here. Now, how can we monitor all this issue and be well documented? My boss' favorite part, the graphical matrix and reports, wherein you can see graphical charts and extract reports to know who's holding back on the project. Let's go on to the matrix. This icon is the expandable toolbar to see the labels of BIMTRACK and go to the metrics rather. You can see here the graphical charts on the issues that we have. And most of the issue were assigned to Alex. As you can see, you can also filter here which chart you want to see. Maybe you want to see the status, and you can see that we have 8 open issue and two, two in progress. It's very important to filter these charts, and you can also even directly click here on the color coding of the issue. Let's say you want to see the in progress issue. Just click here, and we have one assigned to Alex and one assigned to Casey Bailon. Down here is the total versus the close issue chart from the date it was created. You can see here the color green is the number of issue and the light blue is the close issue. We have here the 59 issue and was closed on this date. And that's it. You can know exactly from the chart who's needs some a little push to resolve an issue on the project and any details that you want to extract. Now let's go on to the reports. We can print a hard copy of an issue based from the desired details that you want that you can filter in from these settings. Maybe you want it by zone or by type, which let's say we want to print it by zone. Zone 1. If you don't fill any details from the other labels, it means that to show all the issue on the title, priority, and basis, author, due date, and let's say print. BIMTRACK will automatically generate a report format from the issue. on the zone 1 that we fill in and the chart for total versus close issue. Right now, we don't have any close issue yet for the zone 1. The graphical pie chart on who's assigned to for the issue. We have 3 for Casey Bailon and 1 for Alex. Issue priorities, 1 high, medium, and all of these by phase. Is it design phase, zone 1 for issue, and all of the charts. And also we have the screenshot preview from the Navis works that we created an issue and the details who's the author and created, last change, assigned to, and all the details that we fill in from the BIM track. So they have some reference on resolving an issue. And let's say print. But I don't need to do that right now. And I will click cancel. This is the report. And let me go back to BIMTRACK website. And the last thing I need to discuss is the dashboard. This is where you can see all the activities on the project and the activity timeline. For example, Rennie update an issue on this date, September 9, and September 7, Alexander updated an issue, rectangular dock, and many more. The due issue, we have 12 issue for this project and one due issue assigned to me, and the color blue issue is the on-time issue. So we have lots of due issues here. The activity user, the number of users that was logged in on this website from this date, and lastly the help support team that you can chat with if you have any questions on BIMTRACK. One thing that I need also to mention is that we receive a notification from the issue that we are assigned at from any updates that we already do. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, concern, feel free to email me on my website. Thank you.